Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. May peace be upon you. May peace be in your heart. May peace dwell within your soul, your spirit. And may you be a living proof and a living example of that which you preach and represent. Thank you. Y'all now, as you know, man, we doing it, man. We keeping it rolling, man. Today, man, I want to chit chat with y'all a little bit about conflict resolution and just doing your best, man, to try to resolve problems, man, before they potentially get deeper or go to an extent that you didn't imagine or didn't think could happen or don't want to happen. So yeah, man, conflict resolution, man. All right, so today, man, I'm gonna be sharing with y'all, man, a story that I recently experienced and went through with a guy, and thankfully enough, I was inspired to share that story. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully with the intentions that y'all can find, you know what I'm saying, a message or a lesson more so in the story, you know. So yeah. So this story dates back to about 2 weeks ago. Um, I was at the library, you know. It's like my office. Well, at least I try to make it my office. So yeah, I was at the library, man, just getting some work and stuff like that done. And you know, in the meantime, whenever I'm not jotting nothing down or reading something or something like that, you know, I go around and I just promote my YouTube channel and stuff like that. You know, so on this specific day, that's exactly what I did. I went over as I was getting ready to exit the library, I seen a guy, or at least a person who appeared to be a guy. It was a male. But so I went over and just said something to the kid. It was a kid. I came to find out it was a kid and not an actual adult. But it was during school hours. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I seen the kid and stuff like that. Walked over to him. Um, from the looks, I would have thought that the kid was about at least 19. You know what I'm saying? Just from the looks. So anyhow, I walk over there and, you know, I'm just promoting my YouTube channel to the kid. I asked the kid how he doing and stuff like that. Um, and he was like, I'm doing good. So I asked him his age. That was like the first thing I asked him. And he was like, I think he said he was like 12 or 13 or something like that. And it shocked me. It took me by surprise. Because he was, you know, he was over there working his phone and stuff like that. But that's normal these days for kids to be on their phones and things like that. And to have phones at ages like that. You know what I'm saying? So we over there so I asked him told me he was 13 after I asked him his age and stuff like that. And he was like, so I said, man, why you ain't in school? Like, school going on and stuff like that. He said, oh man, I missed my bus. I was like, oh, okay, man, okay, gotcha. So in the midst of that, I asked him to take my YouTube channel down, just check it out and stuff like that, because it's my job, or at least I take it as my job to give out direction, because I know how it is, man. I've been a kid before where we didn't have no guidance, we didn't have no direction, and fathers are not always there to give that guidance and that direction. So sometimes, like Nas said, you look out your project's windows, man, and what you see is what you see, and most of the time what you become. You know, so I talked to the kid and stuff like that. Real briefly, it was just a couple questions or whatnot. So I told him, I said, you know, man, okay, that's good, man. You know, just check this YouTube channel out and stuff like that, and you know, hopefully something, man, stand out to you. You know, just trying to get a kid some guidance and some type of direction. And I went to add on after that. I said, you know, well, and make sure you get back in school, man, too, man. Don't be missing that bus. Make sure you don't miss that bus again. So, I believe the word is brutally, but to my shock, um, it was a voice behind me. Like, like I was really shocked. Like it was that sudden. That's what I mean by shock. It was very sudden. You know what I'm saying? It was a voice behind me like, yo, can I help you? Now I'm still in the process of giving the kid my information and stuff like that. And, talking to him, and, when I'm talking to somebody, I like to make eye contact with them, man to man. A man should look another man in the eye, give him eye contact, even if he's a boy or a child. You know what I'm saying? Um, Leave an example for him to follow and to carry out. So yeah, so voice behind me like, can I help you? So after I stopped talking to the kid and the voice I asked the second time. So once I heard it the second time, I immediately looked back like you know what I'm saying? So the guy asked me like, yo, can I help you? I'm like, help me with what, brother? Help me with what? How could you help me? And he like, that's my son right there you talking to. So I'm like, okay, your son. Okay, well, I was just giving your son, man, my YouTube information and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just some stuff for him to check out. You know what I'm saying? In his spare time and stuff like that. That's all it is, brother. Look, man, I come in peace. I represent peace. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm on. That's all I'm standing on. So the guy said to me, well, don't be talking to my kid. Stay away from my kid, man. Don't be talking to my kid. Now he appeared to be on the phone. So now it's kind of like me and this guy is kind of like feuding back and forth just a little bit. I'm more so trying to fend him off, but with words, because I know I'm coming in peace, and I don't mean it like how it's being taken or nothing like that. So he on the phone and stuff like that, and he's very aggressive. He's not just adamant, but he's aggressive. He's like he fairly aggressive, and and to mention my distance of a man that you give a man, that space was violated. You know what I'm saying? That space was violated. But like I said, in that very instance and in that very moment, there was a fight for words. You know what I'm saying? Me fighting to choose the right words at the right time. You know what I'm saying? There's no difference from being in a situation getting pulled over by the police. You know what I'm saying? Things can go left very quick, and it never had to be that way. So to add on and carry on with my story, so we steady talking and whatnot. So like I said, man, he was real aggressive, and he's still aggressive. Like we actually man to man, face to face. You know what I'm saying? As he expressing himself to me, and I'm steady expressing myself back to him, but with the opposite energy. So he like, yeah, man, don't talk to my kid, man. Stay away from my kid, man. That's my kid right there. So like I said, we still got eye to eye contact. We still talking. I'm still telling him, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, listen, brother, man, I come in peace, man. This, that, and the third. He like, yo, man, well, he like, yeah, man, I come. So as he's talking, he putting the phone down. He like, yo, hold on. Apparently he was talking to a woman on the phone. So he like, hold on for a second. Put the phone on the table. So we still staring on face to face, and still going back and forth, sharing words and stuff like that. So I tried to gain grips of myself and just regain my composure. I never lost my composure, never wanted to lose my composure. So I just wanted to make sure that I had myself within myself. You know what I'm saying? So I told him, I said, man, listen, man, at the end of the day, man, I'm just promoting my channel, man, to the kid, man. This, that, and the third. So so I'm like, if there's anything that I did wrong to you, or if you feel like I've done wrong by talking to your kid, my apologies, man. It wasn't like that. Whatever. That was that. So the guy walked off. He walked back to his table. Table was he was right in front of his table. He walked about 4 or 5 feet to go and sit and where his phone was at. So yeah, so he talking to me. Or matter of fact, yeah, he like, yeah, I come in peace also. So when he said I come in peace also, I just, it didn't resonate with me because his actions didn't express that or didn't display that. So I kindly, politely, directly, and manly told him, you don't come in peace, brother. That's not peace, that's aggression. And he responded and replied, yeah, I am aggressive. All right, cool. So I left the situation at peace. I walked off. I went upstairs. Um, got a couple, did a little bit of paperwork and stuff for my daughter. Didn't want my daughter to be in school and stuff like that. So went up there to the law library and got some things and stuff like that. But while I was up there waiting for the help that I was receiving or whatnot, I was just thinking to myself, like, did I handle the situation right? Could I handle the situation better? Um, was he in the right to feel how he felt? Um, would I have been in the right to behave in a different manner? And I just thought about all of that stuff. And I humbled myself as best I could, man. And, I walked back downstairs and went back to the same setting or the same table that the guy was with his kid. So I went down there and I said, man, excuse me, brother, man, can I have a word with you for a second? And he tried to cut me off. Yeah, he tried to cut me off. He didn't really want to give me the chance to say whatever it is that I had to say. He was more so shocked when I returned anyways. Maybe, I don't know what was going on in his mind at the time. So he like, yo, man, just go ahead. Just go ahead. So I'm like, man, brother, man, just listen, man, I just want to apologize. So we kind of had a back and forth going for words, like we was kind of talking over each other. He like, man, I'm not in the mood right now. I got a lot going on. It's this, that, and the third. So I finally was able to get the 10 little seconds that I need to just give a sincere apology, which I did. I politely apologized to the man and just let him know, like, man, you know what, man, while I was upstairs, I was really thinking, and you right for how you felt. Maybe not how you react. Maybe not how he reacted, but how he felt is what I told him. I said, you're right in how you felt, man. At the end of the day, man, there's a lot going on in the world, especially in this city, Rochester, right here. There's a lot going on. So, a person should feel on the offense side about their kid. You know what I'm saying? And who's talking to their kid and who their kid dealing with, especially an adult. You know what I'm saying? So as far as that go, you're right. You know what I'm saying? And so I had apologized to him and stuff like that, and just let him know, man. Man, I was wrong for that. But I didn't mean no bad intentions or was no ill will or no none of that. So he was like, man, yeah, man, that's all good, bro. Man, you apologized already though. Like, all right. So we left it at that, and in that very instance and in that very moment, like, I tell you no lie, God is my witness. I ain't never felt that much powerful a day in my life. I've never felt that much powerful ever before in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I say that in the most humblest way I could. The philosopher Aristotle said, the most powerful is he who has himself and his own power. Most powerful is he who has himself and his own power. Usually, man, before in the past, man, I would have reacted and would have responded to a situation like that in the most negative way possible. I would have matched the energy, especially with my manly space being violated. You know what I'm saying? But from my own perspective, you got to remember, when I first walked up to this kid and I asked him, told him about my YouTube channel, told him to look me up and stuff like that, I was coming in peace. And I was promoting myself in peace. You know what I'm saying? My character represented peace. So for me to lose myself over misunderstandings or some ignorance right here in front of the same kid that I just tried to, you know what I'm saying, show a different way, what would I be? You know what I'm saying? What would I really look like? It'd be hypocritical. Now it's not like someone offended me personally or touched my person. Then, you know, you got to defend yourself. It wasn't like that. It was a matter of mere words. And then more than anything, it was a misunderstanding. So the importance of me talking about this video, man, and the story or whatnot, sharing the story with y'all, man. I see way too many people, man, today, man, dying, losing their lives, man, getting killed or even taking a life over situations that can be avoided. Over situations that can be avoided. Literally, man. Over situations that can be avoided. But because one man's pride or one man's ego getting away, it make all the more difference in how the result play out, cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? It don't always gotta be like that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like us in the areas in the community that we come from, more than anything, man, we gotta practice this most. Because what happens when a person becomes lost for words and words fail you, or you don't have the words to express how you feel, or you don't feel like you're being understood by whoever you trying to make understand you, more than likely you're gonna resort to violence. You're gonna say, all right, well, you don't understand me in this way, then maybe I can show you in this way. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we don't want to do. So, you know, I'm influencing y'all out there, man, as best you could. And I'm glad I remembered this. I just want to put a disclaimer on it. I don't believe that no one, in just my opinion, I don't believe that no one can be a master of conflict resolution. But I do believe that you can become good at it and great at it to a point to where you can alleviate a lot of situations, a lot of bad situations. You know what I'm saying? So I want to influence y'all out there, man, to because they said thought comes before action. I want to influence y'all out there, man, to just think more. You know what I'm saying? And if you got another way out other than that clash, then explore that other way out. Don't worry about what other people think about you, how other people looking at you and putting on for the crowd and all of that. That's weak. I just told you, in that very instance, I ain't never felt so powerful a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? And it actually had me thinking to myself, like, damn, I wonder how Dr. King felt. How did Dr. King feel? Because he went through stuff like this throughout his whole life. You know what I'm saying? Especially his point up to his point of being an activist and stuff like that. He went through this stuff on a daily, you can say. You know what I'm saying? For a great amount of time. So I couldn't help but just it, you know, like they used to tell me, man, when I was in prison, man, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this. When I was in prison, man, and I was in anger management class, when we used to always get up every day, we had to do presentations and express how we felt, express what we every class we had to give presentations on how we felt, how we handled the situation, the whole 9 yards. You know what I'm saying? And this one particular day, you had the lady there, the counselor. I forget her name. She's a black woman though. And I was talking to her about how I felt like, you know, like I be getting a lot of flack, like with the COs and stuff like that, and like why am I sitting here fighting for good time and stuff like that, when at the end of the day, you got people who got worse records than I got, and they not in here fighting for this good time. You know what I'm saying? The way that I am, or that y'all making me go about it. And she was like, she said something like that'll stay with me forever. She was like, well, check this out, man. How about instead of comparing yourself to the person that you or to the person that have way more tickets and stuff than you do, or to the person that has a far greater disciplinary record than you do, rather than comparing yourself to them, why don't you compare yourself to the person that has no tickets, no disciplinary record? And that right there, man, it stuck with me, man. You know, so I'm influencing y'all out there, and man, to just think first, man. Think first. You know what I'm saying? And just don't be a product of this foolishness, man. Get back home to your kids, man. Get back home to your children. Get back home to your family. Get back home to your life. You know what I'm saying? If you can avoid a situation and it don't gotta go left, do your best to avoid the situation, man. Peace and blessings to y'all. It's Janelle, and I'll catch y'all in another round, man. Kila Lahiri. Blessings.